Hi, wonderful people. It's us again. We've just done a video about strategy and how to plan for not the unexpected, because I think we're all expecting certain things, but how to plan with your people. Now we wanted to talk about money, which makes Andrew really happy because anything with a dollar sign in front of it, he just loves.
Wow. So
a few things we're going to cover: what the government's announced, and we know that's changing hourly, daily, what finance is available, and what about using your super. So we'll go through each of those in turn.
Yeah, thank you for that, Julianne. Let's kick off with our mantra. Number one, the health of your people, your team, your clients, and yourself is number one. Number two, the focus has to be about business viability. We're going to sound like a scratch record, and I'll make zero apologies for that.
Yeah, your responsibility is to have your business operating at the other side of this.
So let's talk money, because this is the key part about the business. It's cash flow. Throw your profit and loss statement out the window. That's irrelevant for the next few months. It's all about your cash flow. So whether you're using spreadsheets, accounting software, whatever, it is looking at your cash flow and nothing but cash flow. So let's get stuck in. Cash flow. You can be making a profit and still go broke. That's why we're saying don't worry about the profit and loss bit right now. Cash flow is absolutely critical. If you've got a cash reserve, you can't wait for it to get really, really low before you think, okay, now we need to do something. So we spoke in the last video about having to act and having to act fast, because there's a time lag of money going out versus stopping the bleeding of money.
This is a good example of act with urgency before the emergency.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Yeah.
Did you make that?
No.
No. Okay, good. Oh, damn, we could have, licensed it, something like that. So let's talk about your cash on what's available out there. So money. Government. Actually, before we talk about finance, let's actually talk about what the government has proposed in the latest stimulus package. I've got some of it committed to memory, but I'm not going to rely on that right now. I'm going to read a few things, but not word for word. Have a look at the website, the government website. It's all there. Australian government website. The links are obvious. If you want us to forward it to you, we'll absolutely do that. Oh, I've just got to move that from the screen. That's much better. So let's talk about the stimulus package firstly. PAYG, that's probably the biggest one that's coming out. So, and this is as of the last one. There may be future stimulus packages. So today is the 24th of March. So as of today, this is how it stands. PAYG withholding credits for businesses with employers has increased to $20,000 minimum. That's $100,000 maximum. The rebate is based upon 100% of your PAYG withholding for the period 1 January to 30 June 2020 to a maximum of $50,000. A lot of people are talking about you've got $100,000. You do, but it's by 30 June, 1 January to 30 June, if you have claimed the $50,000, then you can go again for another $50,000 in the next half of the year. As it stands, it may change. So that's an important distinction. Don't think, yeah, you've got $100,000 coming to me. No. Of the PAYG that you pay, and the way that I understand it, please check with your accountants, and hopefully they're being in contact with you to talk about this stuff. The IAS BAS reporting needs to be done, but then you don't pay the money, you just keep it in your bank account. So that's how they're managing that way, which is actually pretty efficient. I think that's pretty good. You'll receive an additional $50,000 in credits over the period 1 July to 31 October 2020. And again, all of this is for businesses with 50 mil turnover or less. Okay. Instant asset write-off, so you can claim things rather than having to amortise, or depreciate it. Head clash, that would be funny. So that amount has increased from $30,000 to $150,000 effective immediately. So yeah, you're able to expense that right away. So that's a good thing. Again, I'm not going to get into all the details. They're the biggest ones that it stands at this stage. There's some things there for apprentices. Again, if that applies to you, have a look at that on the website. It gives you more information. Or call your accountant. This is their time to stand up and shine. So hopefully they've got this information for you and are already contacting you about this info.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so we hope that clears up some of the entitlements, some of the taxpayer offerings, we could call it government offerings, but some money that you won't have to pay, which is good. So what finance is available? That's a question we're getting asked a lot too.
Yeah, it's been interesting with the government's got some finance, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, but it's really good to hear what I'm getting from what we're getting from our clients is banks stepping up, actually proactively calling clients and saying, hey, we've got some suggestions for you. And this really is their time to shine. Once was a truly respected profession, and having gone through a Royal Commission, this is their time to really step up to the plate and get out there and show their values. So a really good example for a client of ours yesterday, I'm not going to mention names of banks or financial institutions because anecdotally what we're hearing is they're all being supportive like this. So that's awesome. Is they contacted our client and said, hey, looking at your current facilities, here's what we recommend. So let's move your overdraft into a P&I loan so we can stretch out the repayments. That frees up your overdraft in case of emergency. I like that. So it's a really smart strategy from a cash flow point of view. And again, we don't want to get to our last dollar before we start doing things. We want to have access to cash and availability of cash immediately. All right, we need to have that. So now the government, what the government's proposing here, oh gosh, they don't make things easier. They will provide a guarantee of 50% to small, medium enterprises for new unsecured loans to be used for working capital. Okay, so that's businesses up to $50 million is their definition of SME. Okay, maximum total size of loans is $250,000 per borrower. Loans will be up to 3 years with an initial 6-month repayment holiday. The loans will be in the form of unsecured finance, meaning that borrowers will not have to provide an asset as security for the loan. I love it. I love it on paper. Governments, they can make
the simplest thing difficult.
Oh, hey, no. Let's just hope there's no 30-page document and I have to donate my left kidney. I said kidney, could have been something else as security for being able to do this, because here's where the banks can shine. You know what? If you're using your lender and you've got to pay interest on a loan, the good thing about it is interest rates are historically low and you can get it instantly and it's easy to do. So please look at both options. Talk to your lender and find out what the government, what you can get out of that $250,000 loan, again, as a backup for your business. And I'm going to be deliberate here. Let's not go into debt for debt's sake.
No pimping the business. Do
not pimp the business. For those of you who are unfamiliar with that, don't get your business lowered. Okay, put a new exhaust system on it, put fat tires on it, and a really good fully six subwoofer, mate. Don't pimp your business. Don't go, yeah, I really want to get that vehicle and put signs up. It's for working capital. Repeat after me.
Cash flow.
People, working capital. Say together, working capital, which means put it in your bank to pay your bills, to pay your wages, to keep the business going. No pimping allowed. So please don't go into debt for debt's sake. We want to have it as security. You want to have it there so we're not really smashing our cash reserves too much, because we don't know how long this thing's going to last.
No.
So you want to know that you've got access to it when you need access to it. Be really good about it. If you want some help with that, give us a call. You know, I love my numbers. We'll put it up on the, I was going to say, we'll put it up on the TV in the boardroom. No, we'll share the screen here and we'll play with some numbers and we'll have a look at repayments and that kind of stuff. So that's a critical one there.
All right, so that's covered off on the finance. Now, you've probably all heard in the news that you may now have access to your super.
May have access to your super. Now, it depends whether it's just sole trader or not. So I'm getting mixed messages around that. So maybe it's for sole traders, maybe it's for business owners. I think they might relax a few things there, but that's just me crystal balling. I don't know. To me, use that as a last resort, and here's why. If you've got to draw, and it's $10,000 this financial year, $10,000 next financial year, this financial year is over in 3 months. So effectively, you could draw down $10,000 now, and then $10,000 on the 1st of July. So you're getting up to $20,000. That's pretty cool. What I like about it, it's tax-free out of your super, and it's not taxable income putting it into your business. So there's no tax on it. What I like about it is if you don't use it, you can just put that money back into your super fund after when all's said and done as a non-deductible contribution. I like that. What don't I like about it? when you sell assets when times are good, when you want to, you make money. When you sell assets when you have to, you lose. So if you don't know your super fund, you're probably in a balanced fund or a share fund, which means the value has taken a hit, which means you're selling at a low. I just cringe. I can't. So I don't like it. Last resort, I repeat, do it if you have to. Last resort. If you've got a self-managed super fund and you've got cash in your self-managed super fund, 100%, it's a no-brainer to get that $20,000 out. Why not? Have it there in case of emergency, ready to go. And if you don't need it, whack it back in. But to sell your... no, I can't even complete the sentence. Breaks my heart.
We all know Massey gets passionate around money.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So...
sorry, not sorry. Yeah.
So we hope that clears up a few things for you around the financial side of what's going on. We may need to send out another video tomorrow because things will have changed yet again, but please know we're here for you. So if we haven't spoken to you today and you want to talk, pick up the phone, email us, we are here.
Talk to your accountants. Hopefully they're talking to you. If not, and you would like a name or names it, give us a call. And we'll put you in touch with people who we know are talking to their clients. That's the level of service that you should be getting right now. Yeah. Sorry to be judgmental, but you need your professionals around you right now. If anything changes, as soon as anything changes, we'll post another video and give you our spin on it and see what we think. So you've got that info. So you know we're here. Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks for listening.
Talk soon.
Talk soon. Bye.